to ensure that, like, you know, we're making, as a group, we're all deciding on the same stuff and we're all on the same page. Really, anyone can take that role. But, you know, I want to make sure I know, like, if this Anivia is crazy good, I need to, you know, we need to know that. We need to know that if you're there, you see him return fire and basically take her out. That's something to keep in mind when you're playing. Always make sure that, like, if you're up against someone and you're not sure, you think they're ridiculously good and they're just, you know, ripping through you easily, excuse me, you have to know that. And you have to just adjust for it. You know, if you tell your teammates, like, this guy is ridiculously good, you need to gank for me, you need to gank early and often because you know how much damage they do, then that's really great to know. Whereas a lot of times when you're playing with people, they don't tell you these kinds of things until it's too late, until they've been killed like 2 or 3 times, and then they're like, I need a gank now, at which time they're really not as effective anymore. So our lane, honestly, we're getting nothing done here. They're really pressing us pretty hard, playing keep away with us, but you know, we're able to still catch experience. We're able to still get last hits. We're trying our best to not just get completely screwed by how much damage they do. They see me just throwing the silence bird out just to make sure that we kind of have a little bit on them. The Nunu is kind of gassing out as far as mana goes, but I'm pretty sure one of them has clarity. I'm pretty sure it's probably the Nunu, because he likes to ability spam. That's the one thing that I think is a big crutch on a lot of players, is ability spamming. Yeah, he's got clarity, and he also has a Doran's Ring. I don't think it's necessary, and I'm seeing this happen. You're seeing this happen a lot. The Nunu is constantly blood boiling this Ashe. And to be honest, she's not using auto attack very much. You know, she's just trying to last hit. Blood Boil would be immensely useful at very particular times. I think the Blood Boil is nice because it's allowing the Nunu to get a little bit of a speed boost. But to be honest, being at constant speed in exchange for the amount of mana that he's forced to use up is just not worth it in the long term. You know, and to be honest, he could be carrying other spells besides clarity if he really felt like it. But those are all little tiny subjects not to really get into. But as a caster, though, I will say you really want to make sure you manage your mana really well, in the lane phase especially. There are certain... Oh, there you see a death at top. Unfortunately, they just kind of got swarmed. There are certain tells that you'll notice. If you see a player constantly throwing spells all the time and they're constantly low on mana, that means that they don't know how to manage their abilities very well, and that can actually cause a lot of problems once sort of team fights happen and stuff. If they're expending lots of mana in between team fights, you can possibly catch them off guard and do some other things that way. So of course, Nunu also has that really cool after 7 attacks he gets a free cast. That ability, that passive, is extremely key. But at the same time, with all of the things that he has going for him, if he's gassing out on mana that badly, then he's obviously either he's playing a little bit too aggressively without getting anything done, or you know, he's doing too much and his partner needs to do more. Personally, I think that they should just last hit at this point. Let us extend out a little, and then kill us for extending out a little bit. Because right now we haven't really passed this point in the map at all, the dead center of the river, and we're both level 6. And to be honest, it's about that time for something really crazy to happen. Either they make plays on us, or we make plays on them with our ults. But, you know, if they're not choosing to get that crazy with it, it's okay. There we detect the Nunu was around there and kind of stepped back out again. And my bird just kind of glitched out for a second there, just kind of freaking out. You see me going back.